Good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a very special video upload. This is a quick flashback to Season 4 of PRL, where I was also driving a Williams in this particular season. And this is just the trials and tribulations. Dubsy spinning me out there at Malaysia from the lead. Here getting a penalty in qualifying for someone having blocked me and losing my front row position. And coming through, I think, to the lead at one point. Yeah, as these guys have a bit of a problem. But Macca ended up winning that race. And then again, Dubsy collision with me at Bahrain. And some more collisions keeping me really back in this race as well as we go for a second place here. And it's just a real shame that I never won in a race in the Williams for my 7 attempts in that series. I only did half the season. And again, doing half the season this season. And in the Williams, having problems in Australia, penalty for no reason at turn 1, and I spin out here from the lead. Not anymore, Dubsy takes the lead there. And Monza I come back after missing Malaysia to Belgium. Have a battle with the leaders here, doing quite well in fact, but end up retiring from that race on an auto spin curve into the wall. Managed to get pole at Singapore, but then unceremoniously barged out of the way a couple of times by Dubsy. And yeah, again barged there by Dubsy. Oh, well, surprise, surprise. I think he spins out here though, so yeah, that gets rid of him. And yeah, up until this point, I never won in a league race for Williams in all these attempts. Probably around 15 attempts, I'd say. And hadn't won a race in my championship defence season of PRL since winning it in Season 5 with 11 wins, the last one of course being at Brazil. And most of the races that I'd raced in this series was second place. I think there was 5 or 6 second place finishes, including this one where I take the lead on the final lap from Stylen. But then I brake too late here and end up on this here, and I don't want to turn across him. And probably could have continued actually. And here I actually crossed the line first, but I had a penalty from earlier in the race at Abu Dhabi. So it just seems that I have no luck. As you see Stylen pass me there. No luck in the Williams. As I come in second again here in Circuit of the Americas. So that's a bit of a preview as to what's happened with me in Williams before this race. But now it's the season finale. Haven't won a race in PRL since the last season's finale, when I was driving for Toro Rosso. And a strange thing happened in this session where we had 10 people at the start and 5 people dropped out every time we did it. I think we had 3 restarts. As I lose some time there, crashing into that, well not crashing, just running over that piece of polystyrene. Actually my speedo goes down if you want to have a look at that on your second viewing of this video. Anyhow, the intermediate tyre is going quite well around this track at the moment. Been doing a lot of practice in the dry this week for the AOR race, which was in fact around 30 hours after this race. And it was in fact a very similar race in that how it panned out, which you'll see in a couple of moments. But firstly, we'll finish this pole lap, my second of the season, unless you count the one where someone disconnected. I think that was Dregler disconnecting from Monza after he'd set a better lap than I had. And yeah, this is quite a tidy lap for being in the conditions it is. And a Williams 1-2, sort of front row lockout for the first time in the season. And here we have to try and do a restart, which we've tried so many times, and it's very difficult to order ourselves because of the lag that happened in the session. And it's possibly because Danny's internet was being overrun with other things as she's hosting it. And unfortunately that meant Stylen and 4 other people, who I'm sorry I can't remember exactly who it was, dropped out from this race, unable to participate. And yeah, we did get a bit of a gap there, and put on the prime tyre before anyone else, I think. Retaking the lead there a lap later. and really setting off into the distance this race. It was pretty uneventful, but sometimes that's the way you have to win, when you have to get sort of a monkey off your back. And that's certainly the case for me driving for Williams, as we emerge from the pits behind our teammate, who's scheduled to pit the next lap, so we don't actually overtake her or put her under any pressure. As you'll see here, she enters the pits, relinquishing the lead, and actually pretty good team race as well, as I set the fastest lap of the race here. To have Danny finish second in the final race of the season, and the first Williams 1-2, I think actually ever in PRL, and finally to get that monkey off the back of having a win in a Williams, and I certainly won't be driving it on the new 2014 game, so this was my final opportunity. I don't really like the look of the blue stripes instead of having a red stripe.
Great job, what a win.
Anyhow, thank you guys for watching. I've been Jacko as my car goes past there without fuel, and I shall see you next time. Bye for now.